What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the One Sip podcast. Your boys are here with another episode, and today we got the Allagash White. Everyone show that beautiful Allagash White.
About to give it a pour.
Nice. Let's get a little crack, pour, sip, whatever you want to do, and let's see how this goes.
It seems a little hazy, right?
Yeah,
Very.
I think it's a wheat beer.
So
yeah,
the correct word is cloudy.
Cloudy's a good shout.
Cloudy.
It looks very akin to a Blue Moon, similar Belgian wheat style beer. Do you have any?
It's a very cloudy beer. It's a Belgian style. Allagash Brewing Company. It's an independent brewery over in Portland, Maine, and they actually won Brewery of the Year in 2021 at the Great American Beer Festival.
Well,
pretty impressive.
Okay,
right?
okay. Wait. There's something called the Great American Beer Festival, and this is the first time I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, me too. That's what I said as soon as I read that.
Can we get our research department on when the next one is, and if there's any chance we could make an appearance?
I don't know. Somehow we're gonna end up there. All right. So
what was it called? The
Great American Beer Festival. Yeah, look it up. It's a real thing.
So, Christian, do you have any knowledge of how this brewery started?
No, I don't, but I leave it to my research guys to fill me in.
So the way this brewery started apparently is in like 1993. The owner and his buddy had just graduated college, and they were like, "Oh fuck, we have no idea what we're gonna do." So they went back to college for a year, and while he was in college, the owner he took a temp job as a keg cleaner. And while he was cleaning one of the kegs, they offered him a wheat style beer, and he like didn't like it. Then he fell in love with it. So then he was like, all right, I'm going to make beers for everybody. And that's how this brewery started.
Damn, that's pretty cool. I like that. That sounds like some shit that we would end up doing.
You think so? Now, I think we should. We just got to buy a giant tub. Didn't Mikey, you brewed your own beer, right?
Mikey attempted at brewing his own beer, yes.
I remember that.
He did?
I did. I brewed a 11.5 pack, and it tasted like a Blue Moon.
Yep.
11.5 pack.
Yep. I gave it a 7.2, I think. It was pretty good.
That was one of my favorite videos of Mikey. I saw him take a sip, and I could hear him go, ugh, the second he took the sip. Like, you could see his face go, not my style, not my style.
Not my style every time.
He didn't put enough love into his own beer. But this beer, you guys let me know. I think this beer has like in the back part, right? When you're drinking it, when you're swallowing, right? I feel like it has like a little kick, like certain spices, maybe like not spicy, but like caliente, but not really. You know what I mean? Like it tickles down in your throat, not in a bad beer way, like how sometimes shitty beer tastes, but like I feel like it has that kick. Nobody else tastes that, or no? Like a spicy aroma type of thing going on.
I mean, it is with what, like Curacao orange peels or something like that, and I'm pretty sure those oranges are like a little bit more bitter. So I think that might be, what you're getting. I don't get spicy.
No, not spicy, but yeah, you summed it up right.
We missed out on the beginning of the beer. You're supposed to rotate it and like tilt it and rotate it.
Oh, really?
That's what the bottle says, at least.
Mine just says pour it out and drink it.
Oh, maybe because you're using a can, you little.
I am.
Poor person.
Oh, it says rouse your yeast on the bottle.
Rouse your yeast. That sounds like a sexual innuendo.
Well, yeah, I know what rouse means.
The Great Beer Festival, Great American Beer Festival, is that what it's called?
Yeah. Well,
it's in September in Colorado. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's get some initial thoughts.
I can go first. Yeah. Chris beer, I've had it before, so letting you guys know that before.
Oh, had you?
Oh.
Yeah. It's pretty common up here.
Oh.
Pretty common up here.
Really?
Yeah, so I could have gotten it at like literally any bodega or like any spot that sells beer.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Is it like one of the beers on tap usually, or is it like always in a can?
Always on tap at all the bars. Like it's very popping here. When you said it, I was like, oh, a little common beer for me. And I kind of assumed it wasn't maybe common for y'all.
Feels like a cold time beer, like cold outside type of beer.
Well, it's a Colorado beer, so you know how those people are.
Well, I thought it was
from Maine.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, sorry.
No, Maine. It's okay. Maine, Colorado, same shit. They're both cold.
I was thinking of the Great American Beer Festival.
Yeah, that's in Colorado.
It's got real estate up here.
There you go. All right. So what score do you want to give it?
I'm gonna give it a solid score, probably like a 7-1. I'm not gonna go high.
7-1.
7-1 because it's crisp, clean. Drink this. You probably drink a lot of them, but when you drink a lot of them, they're definitely gonna feel the stomach. It is kind of have
Yeah.
that heavy feel.
Yeah, I agree. Christian, what about you?
See-
What's your review? I want your review.
My review. So I agree with that 7-1 that Jake gave, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'll give it a 7.5. I actually really do like this beer. Could see myself drinking it in Chicago in the middle of January, but I can also see myself drinking it in Miami when it's 80 degrees outside at nighttime. You know what I mean? So
Breeze.
I like it. I really like this wheat beer. I like the little kick, the spicy notes in the back. So yeah, 7.5.
Those spicy notes really take it. I'll give my review. I think I'm not as positive on it as you guys. I enjoy a Blue Moon more than this, honestly. I think it tastes like a Blue Moon with less flavor. I think I would give it like a 6.2. I could drink it, but I wouldn't, I'd enjoy other beers more.
I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like the Blue Moon has less taste than this.
I agree.
Well,
That's what
I
I'm
would say
getting.
the Blue Moon feels fuller. This is kind of, I don't know. When I drink it, I don't feel like there's that much.
Oh, I love the flavor in this one.
You know what it is? It's because of the wheat in the beer. When they get it from the bread, it's not that much flavor with the yeast and all that stuff that's going on from the manufacturers and whatever. So you're feeling it like it's a little bland. But
No,
As I know.
he didn't rouse his beer.
I didn't rouse my
Yeah.
beer. Maybe that's the big difference. As we know, bread master Christian out here always knowing his yeast and wheat talk. Mikey, come on, close
Yeah.
us out. I haven't heard you speak this whole time, buddy.
I'm just letting you guys ride. I mean, listening to Jake, he's a big bottle guy. He likes to do his bottle tricks before pouring his beer.
Not a bottle trick. They tell you how to drink it.
You're very into
Says
that.
it on the
and
can.
I appreciate that because I'm not one of those guys that reads the can to see what to do with the bottle. But besides that, I agree with those CDs with this score, with everything, because this beer to me is very weedy. And at the end, it's very dry, which doesn't give it too much taste for me.
I
So
agree.
I'm going to give this like a 5.8. 5.8.
yeah,
Huh.
so we got two different sides here, guys. Two people that like it, two people that fucking don't. Damn. Well, the
just-
Allagash is a good beer. I like it. I think it's a good type of beer. It's brewed with a generous portion of wheat and a special blend of spices.
And this is a 5.2%. I'm not sure if we said the percentage on this beer.
Was it 5.2? That was
Yeah,
5.6. 5.2. Yep. And it does here say in big bold letters, rouse your yeast. And it shows there an image of a beer can and it's spinning.
Yeah, just in case you didn't want
Does
to
it show a can or does it show a bottle?
It's a
A
bottle.
bottle.
Okay, very different.
But like someone like me, I didn't know what the word rouse meant. Like I didn't know the rouse meant like to turn, to spin, or whatever.
I don't know if it
Oh.
specifically means to turn. I think it just means like to
Well, it's-
agitate a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, like to move it around.
Yeah, but I'm
Wake
the
it
type
up.
of learner that I need like pictures. Like books, I don't read them unless they have pictures in it.
Yeah,
Mikey, I
like
think you're
coloring
with me on
books.
that, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm a big
Did you say
visual
like
learner.
coloring books?
Big visual learner. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed when you poured it in the glass, it was getting like smoky in a way.
Very heady
was
too
like-
when I poured it.
It was super cool. But that's
Loud.
probably from not doing Jake's strategy.
Obviously, you didn't rouse your
Officially,
yeast.
the word of the podcast is cloudy today.
No, it's
Cloudy.
cloudy. It's rouse.
Rouse or cloudy? I could go
Rouse.
either way on this.
Well, rouse your
rouse.
clouds, you know?
Rouse to get the clouds.
Yeah.
Well,
I
there's
like
our
that one.
podcast title.
Hey,
I
when
like
you
that
guys
one.
go on road trips, do you guys ever like look at the clouds and like imagine like an animal or something?
I do
Oh,
that on a
like-
plane.
Yeah. Like
On a
when you
plane,
look
I
at a
look at the
cloud and you
clouds.
go, oh, that's a bunny. Or like, oh, that's an airplane. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do it all the time.
I miss that. I used to enjoy that when I was a kid. Use my creative mind.
God knows what animals you were thinking inside your head when you saw just a normally perfect circle cloud. He's like, that's a fucking elephant.
Mikey, when did it end? When did it end? When did your creative mind end?
It ended when they invented an iPad,
Oh,
and
how could they?
I
Big
stopped
iPad
looking
kid.
outside during road trips. And I also miss when you would go like this to honk the horn.
That's a
Nobody
classic.
does that anymore
But that was more of a bus thing. I wouldn't do that on like, I mean,
on a road trip.
I would do it on road trips probably, but on a bus, like to a field trip, you're just doing it to every truck driver, just praying they would honk. Oh,
I'm sure people
And
still
it-
do that.
Mikey, you're just
I mean,
not a truck
we-
driver. You don't see it.
We don't, but I'm sure people
did
like I just saw
see-
There's a commercial that I just saw on TV the other day that you guys have all probably seen. It's some girl, like some little girl. She's going like this the whole time to the trucks on the freeway, whatever, and they're all honking the horn, and she gets tired out, and then the mom and the son are like, "Shh, don't make a noise," so she could sleep because they tired herself out. But she was going like this the whole time for them to honk the horn. So if they're gonna have a commercial on it, it's because people still do it.
I'm sure
Right.
people still do it.
I did
mean-
read an article from a truck driver, and he was saying during the years of his driving, he's noticed less of that and more of kids on like looking at a TV. He says more cars have TVs in them, so they're like more
should pay
intrigued
attention
in
to the
car,
road.
I think.
To be fair, I think the TV thing is more for parents than it is for kids.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
I'd much rather a kid be staring at a TV rather than bothering me to play like what was the game called?
Like
Is
suspense
it the
game?
one where you see it?
How to remember?
I
this
Spy.
is-
I Spy.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Veil,
was
veil,
a big
veil, veil.
I was a big I Spy guy.
Veil.
This
We
is
can
a
play
good
Veil Veil.
conversation because nowadays like you go to restaurants and the parents always have their kids with the iPad so they can
iPad.
shut up at the dinner table.
Yeah, you know
And
what I miss? I
what-
miss
what
the
do you
day when they
think?
gave you the kids menu and you get to do the maze or
And then
do
you always
Yeah.
have that one parent that's just down to play with you the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course, yeah.
that was the best.
or you go
But
to
the-
like an Olive Garden and they have the little sheets of paper
Well, you could color all
And
over
you could color
it.
like on the whole thing. Oh,
and you're playing
But not-
Hangman and stuff.
Not
yeah.
every restaurant does those things, but more than, I would say 50% of the time when you go out to any type of restaurant, there's always kids, family dinner, and the kids are always in the iPads and all that. Me personally, I don't think that's good. That's just a way for the parents to, basically have their kids like shut the F up, play on your iPad so we can enjoy a nice quiet dinner. That's how I
Why-
see it.
can I ask why
You
you're
guys think
censoring
different?
yourself now when you just said Mikey sees a circular cloud and he sees it as a fucking elephant, but now you say shut the F up.
Well, because, I don't always want to throw the F bomb. Sometimes I have to.
You have to
Calm down
pace
a little
yourself.
bit.
You only
Yeah,
you're
Mike,
allotted like
mix it
5
up.
F-bombs.
5 F bombs.
I like that you censored it
already.
again during the conversation about censoring it.
Yeah, I'm at 2 already, so we got to keep it there. But what do you guys think about that kids with screens on a dinner table at a restaurant?
As long as you're not screaming.
So you
Not-
gave your kid an iPad just to shut up at dinner.
Oh, I'm not saying my kid. I like it for other kids.
Okay, your
I'm-
kid. Would you do it for your kid?
I don't know. Probably. I wouldn't want to, but like how it's gonna end up. You're gonna end up doing it just cause.
It probably end up happening either way.
I think
Yeah.
it's also dependent on the situation. If it's a family dinner with me and like 3 other people and one of my kids, then I'd be like, yo, right now, put the iPad away. Let's, be a part of the conversation. If it's a group of 20 people, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead. No one's listening to anybody anyways. Like,
Mhm.
go ahead. Don't be a nuisance. Just play on your iPad and have a good time. I don't know. But
I agree.
I hate when it's like I see like a family dinner and the kid's just on his phone or on his
Me
iPad the
too.
whole time, like without like even looking up once to like enjoy his food or even know where he is.
And that's what I was referencing too, because your take is very valid. Because yeah, if it is a bigger party, then that's fine. For the younger kid who's probably not going to socialize that much with the older people, he's going to let him play on the iPad. But Mikey, what do you think? Would you give your kid an iPad? Just at dinner, or like OCD said, it depends.
Well, I think my kid's gonna come out crazy. I'm not big on the iPad. I agree with those CDs here. I think there's a time and place for it. It's for instance, we had the Game Boy. We didn't have an iPad. We had the Game Boy or the DSD.
The PSP and the DS.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the DS. And like depending on the dinner, our parents would be like, "Yo, leave that in the car. Like you're with your friends,
True.
talk with your friends." Like
Yeah.
now you see kids, they're with a group of 4, and all of them are like playing Build-A-Bear on their freaking thing. They're playing with each other on an iPad, like just talk, color, play
Classic Build-A-Bear
tic-tac-toe.
game.
Yeah.
And also,
Love
like
that
another
one.
thing is, you think like these kids know about freeze tag, hide and seek, like manhunt? You think they know about?
It's
all
funny. It's funny you
really
bring
don't
that
know.
up because I don't know about you guys, but my favorite times, like growing up, when I look back at like my memories, is during like hurricanes, and the power would get knocked out, and everyone would have to go outside and play.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have, or we would be inside playing Xbox all day, but then the hurricane came, and like everyone had to go outside. So I think I remember Christian, his trampoline blew out into like front yard. So
Yeah.
then every day everyone was just jumping on the trampoline. And then I remember one day Christian's dad also like teaching us like games that they used to play when they were kids and they didn't have, Xboxes and stuff, where we would like throw the ball up, everyone sprints away, and then you would call a name out. And like we just
we
kept
played,
playing.
We played a
You know what I
bunch
mean?
of little
Like,
games like that, and
like so.
in that trampoline we had. Sorry to cut you off. In the trampoline we had, because there was no power for like 3 days. We had
3 weeks, bro.
I'm sorry, I'm blanking out. We had towels or covers or bed sheets, something like that, one or the other, to cover like the trampoline, to give us a little shade while we're in there all day. But kids nowadays, if that was to happen, they'd freak out without power for sure.
I think if it happened, they would be in the same boat as us, where they would figure it out.
You know what? We're sounding a lot like back in my day type of people over here.
Well,
I
we're
agree.
getting older.
And but I think every generation, if they're, this is just the way that people socialize now. Like we would socialize playing our games. Like we'd be playing. The only thing is like we wouldn't be together in the game. So like we'd play Pokemon and I'd have my Pokemon, Christian would have his Pokemon, Jake, you would have yours, and we'd all just be playing separate games, but in a circle telling each other how it is. Now everyone's just online playing together. You know what I mean? So I mean everyone's got their shit. You know what I mean? I don't think it's bad necessarily. I think people should definitely still be socializing, or at least like playing sports. I feel like that's like something that's irreplaceable.
I think the parents are to blame for when the kids are, crying over the parents taking away the iPad at the dinner table. You got them to that point.
I don't know. I think
feel
just
at the end of the day, you're
yeah.
gonna do whatever it is for them to shut up. You know what I mean? Like, and if
Yeah.
that's parenting or that's whatever, you don't want a crying kid in the dinner table.
Yeah,
And then
but-
everyone's just staring at you. Whoa, like what?
Yeah, I mean, it makes it awkward, but I feel like you're the one who got him to that point, no?
I mean, I think it's a little unfair. I think sometimes kids are just gonna cry. And that's just the nature of kids. Like if you don't get what you want, you're gonna cry. That's just how it is. You don't know any better. Like you're 5.
I mean, let's
Just
be
feed the
honest.
little thing.
There's people our age on a dinner table that can't get off their phone because they're either on Instagram, TikTok, like social media
I
has
agree.
taken over.
Like you go to a restaurant or whatever it is, and the couple sitting down at the same table and they're just both on their phones the whole time, not even talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes that's a bad first date, and I don't ever want to. I don't know. I see that sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to intrude. I'm not gonna guess what's going on here because that could
Yeah.
be something really bad.
Sometimes it's just you're out with your girlfriend that you've been with forever and you live together. You have nothing to talk about.
That's
Judge
true. I
those
guess
people.
don't assume. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't assume that they're like that. Yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard to fill in every hour of the day to a conversation with somebody if you're with them every hour of the day.
No, yeah, I
Very true.
agree. I've had that conversation with my dad actually, where we'll be out at like a restaurant, and he'll look at like an old couple, and it'll be like they have nothing to talk about. Every story that guy said, they've heard it 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So like they're gonna sit there and just have a silent dinner and be as happy as possible. You know what I mean?
We're talking about dinners here. What's one restaurant that you thought you had to dress up nice, and then now when you've gotten older, you realize like, oh, I didn't really have to dress up nice.
Oh, like an Olive Garden or Carrabba's?
Yeah, like mine's Olive Garden.
I would say Outback. I think
Outback is a good one.
Outback was a huge event. It's like, bro, we're getting Outback. I'm gonna get my steak.
There was a restaurant in Alabama my freshman year, and we're meeting with a couple people to go out, and this was literally one of the first times I had gone out in Alabama. Bro, I wore like nice pants, like some nice dark gray pants with some nice boots, bro, button down shirt tucked in with a bell. You guys can already picture it.
How you
And I
normally go out.
Yeah, exactly. And I show up to the restaurant, bro, and these people are like sneakers, big oversized t-shirt, like leggings, or
Did
like
you have cologne
workout
on?
shorts. Yeah, I had cologne on, I had a bell, I had some watch that my dad gave me, slicked my hair back and everything. Boy, I looked like I was going to fucking Brickle to go out. There's my third
You had
F-bomb.
You had your Pat Riley look?
Yeah, I had my Pat Riley
Oh,
look
the
about to
Pat Riley
sign
look.
LeJuan James, and yep, I'll never forget that. I was very embarrassed, but better to overdress than underdress.
I mean, I will say Olive Garden is definitely one of those places like, because when you go in and you're like younger, you're like, oh, this looks kind of fancy. And then when you get older, you're like, bro, this is like,
Like shit. Yeah.
yeah. Olive Garden was definitely mine.
Look,
That's a good example.
we're talking about getting older. We have one of the biggest events of our life coming up, and it is Christian's bachelor party.
Woot woot.
All right. Now,
Next week,
it's this week. This is the day the podcast comes out. We are on the boat
this week.
on our way to Key West to party like there's no party ever before.
I got
So-
a Key West hat.
Jake's got a Key West hat. Christian, what have you done to prepare? Have you been training your body? Have you been drinking a little bit every day to, prepare yourself for what's going to come this week?
To be honest, I have you guys are my best buds and all that, and I have expectations of just us being very drunk at the end of every night, but I don't know how we're gonna get there because I can see this going in many different ways on this cruise. I haven't been prepping. I'll say I'm going into this cold and blinded. I have no idea what to expect on this cruise. Very much looking forward to it. It's the four of us, my brother, and some friends from back in school. And this is gonna be very interesting. Bro, a bunch of 9 clowns going on a cruise. What can go wrong, right?
Why are you calling me a clown, bro?
Yeah,
I'm
don't call me
sorry.
a clown, bro.
Jefe, my bad.
Hey, bro, we're gonna be a circus, baby. Let's go.
You say so, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I'm sharing a room with Mikey over there. So one sip, Mike. And I told him I'm gonna deliver a morning beer. So I'm gonna wake up before him.
You expect to wake up before Mikey? Is that a guarantee?
No, it's not a guarantee.
Does
Mikey wakes
all
up
right,
before me.
whoever wakes up first has to bring the other person a beer? Is that a
No. I've already set the expectation. I'm gonna get.
Jake's
I do-
committed. Jake's
okay,
committed.
listen.
Jake is committed, and I'm holding him to it. Every time I wake up, I expect me a beer right there. on my
Okay, you're
drink.
probably gonna wake up before me, but if you wake up before me, I want
But
you
it
to
doesn't
tap me
matter.
and go.
I
"It's
want
beer
my
time."
shower morning beer, and you're gonna
Perfect.
bring it to me.
I'm
I
right
can-
next door. I better be getting a beer too. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you can be in part of
You're
the
getting a
delivery
shot.
service.
No.
you're getting
No.
a shot? What a way to start your day. A shot of espresso. Let's do Irish coffee for Christian every morning.
Irish
I'll
coffee's
Half
gonna be for me.
Bailey's, half
Happily take a shot in the morning to start my day. That sounds amazing. But listen, I do want to put a friendly wager on this cruise, okay? And you guys
Ooh.
can
And
attest
this
to
can
this.
have,
Christian,
I
just me
already
and you.
know
They,
where
they already
you're
had a
gonna go
friendly
with this.
wager.
He already knows because we talked about this. Here's the wager. I'm betting that the first person, any day, anytime, the first person to feel hungover, tired, nah, bro, it's not my time to drink yet. Give me a little bit of time. The first person to do that, Mikey, and it'll be the second day at the Keys, guaranteed.
He can't do that. He's gonna have a beer in the morning.
That's
Listen.
true. It's gonna be hair of the dog all day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
He physically
perfectly
can't.
that's perfectly fine. He will come. I'm telling you, he will come up to someone, one of us, and he'll tell me, "Bro, I probably shouldn't have drinking that beer in the shower, man. I feel like I might yak or something."
That might happen.
Yes or no? It may or may not happen,
That
but there's
might
a good chance that it could happen.
But
Agree
let's
or
But he's
be
gonna
disagree?
have
honest.
that fucking morning beer.
I mean, that's what it's for, the hair of the dog, to wake you up, when you're feeling a little sick. But
And let's be
No.
completely honest. We have to, pulling trig will be encouraged this trip. I think we need to be as safe as possible. And that is
Trust
just
me.
being a good sport.
I have no problem throwing up. Throwing up is not my issue.
Okay.
It is not my issue, brother.
Have you ever been kicked out of a bar for throwing up?
Yeah.
no.
I've been kicked out of bars for other reasons, not throwing up.
All right. Let's go. Top 3 reasons Mikey's been kicked out of a bar. Come on.
Whoa. We gotta stay focused with the bachelor party. The expectations
Oh,
for the year.
okay.
Jake, what are you
Okay.
expecting out of me being your roommate? And what are you expecting out of this whole experience? Your first bachelor party with the boys. It's Christian. He's the first one out of the group. What are you expecting here?
All right. So you specifically as my roommate, I'm expecting literally no hassle because I don't expect you to make a lot of mess or like be a fuss about taking a shower first and shit. That's gonna be nice. But what I think is gonna be funny is you're most likely gonna be the earliest person to wake up, and then probably the first person to fall asleep. And
That's a good point.
I'm probably the exact opposite of you, which I feel like that's gonna be funny dynamic.
We'll be the ones bringing Mikey the pizza at the end of the night.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Mikey's gonna wake up with a slice of pizza and beer every morning. That's gonna be the first thing that he sees.
Sitting on my nightstand, baby.
Right there,
Sitting on
just
my
there waiting
nightstand.
for you. But there
ready.
it's gonna be Jake knocked out, like right next to him that he had just left it the night when he fell asleep at 5 a.m. and Mikey's getting up at 7 a.m.
Hey, you
That'd
know
be
that
genius.
you know that we have that since we all have the drinking package underage, so we have to like hook him up with drinks.
We're gonna
You
be
guys, my brother, he's so excited
No
for
name.
this cruise. He's literally texted me every day, like a countdown, like, bro, 1 more week, bro, 6 more days, bro. Like, and he's
I thought it was just me at first. I feel like I wasn't getting the same energy.
he's too embarrassed to text in the group chat. He's been texting me
Ooh.
on the side, but he's
Ah.
super freaking stoked for this cruise.
Listen,
Let's
I'm
not
just
indict
calm.
ourselves of anything on this podcast, please, before we
I'm gonna
say that
speak a
we're gonna
little
do
bit.
anything.
I'm gonna speak a little bit on like I'm very excited. I got some things to bring, but I've been trying to prepare myself. I had 3 weekends in a row where I drank a lot, and I try to do a nice little recovery. So I've learned like the IV liquid. One is not enough for me. I'm gonna need two. If I only have one, it's gonna make me feel good for 3 hours, and then the other 6 hours, I'm how Christian describes me. I'm dead duck.
Are you a
Exactly.
Pedialyte guy or the IV?
No. I
fluid
was
thing?
a Pedialyte guy, but now I saw a liquid IV. It sounded cooler. It sounded more serious. It sounded more helpful. So I'm
Are you
liquid
bringing
IV.
some on the cruise?
I'm bringing a whole bag
Damn. Okay.
Wait, is it like the powder or?
powder.
Okay, yeah.
the powder?
I was thinking about
you put
bringing
in
some
water.
too. Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
about bringing some just in case, like, because there's nothing worse than that feeling when you're like, oh, I gotta drink 7 more beers.
Then
Oh.
you drink another beer and get going.
So I got another question for OCDs and Jake. What do you guys want Christian to get out of it? Out of this trip? Like what's your main goal when you guys get off
That's
the
a
ship?
good
you're like,
question.
yes, like we got Christian. Like
You know what I want? I want Christian to be not mind-numbingly drunk. That we have to carry him back on the boat at least one of the days. Like it's the point where it's like he's barely making it. Where he's like his feet are dragging,
Back on the boat?
like
No,
Pirates of the
Time out.
Caribbean
Time
style.
out.
Back
Time
on
out.
the boat when we're out in like the Keys or out in the Bahamas. He's around our shoulders, and we're bringing him in. We have to give the people his passport.
I would more than happily do that. And just so you know, to give you an extra oomph to work to that, for that to happen, I haven't gotten like that since I was 16 years old on a cruise. My first time drinking rum runners. I was like that. Like
Those are
zero,
good.
bro, dead fucking weight. Carry me. That's 4 F-bombs. Carry me into the cruise. That's how I got. So just so you know, it's been a while.
That is not what I want for you, Christian. If you're wondering
Thank
what
you. I
want for you.
appreciate it.
I want you to be able to remember it, but I want you to be at that level where you're drunk, where you make stupid decisions, but at the same level where you're like you still remember it the next day.
Right.
That's what I
Right.
want to find.
He's
Right.
gonna be in the
It's gonna
middle.
be
Then.
hard because you don't drink a lot. I think we're gonna go past that line a couple times.
Listen,
Would that be my peak scenario where you remember everything, but we still do dumb shit,
uh-huh.
and that's where it combines.
I just want this to be a memorable bachelor trip that we all reference back to and goes, yo, you remember that time when we went on the cruise for his fucking bachelor trip? I'm cut off on F-bombs. Damn it.
Yeah, like Hangover.
Ah,
type
damn
stuff.
it. I lost my thing.
We need,
But yeah,
we
so
need
we
an
all remember
F-bomb
it. Like,
tracker on Christian here.
Bro,
Every
those
F-bomb
funny
he gets
yo,
days.
shot.
you know what someone needs to do? We need to get like a disposable camera.
that's
have-
what my brother said. He said he
I
wants to
have
get a disposable
film
camera.
cameras.
No.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a film. I think a disposable where we don't know what the picture is until we go like 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
And
you
then,
get them
Yeah,
at
a
Walgreens.
film.
The one that you have to like, they're called film cameras.
Oh, I
too.
thought they were called disposables.
No, they're both. But the ones that you crank up,
Yeah, exactly.
The yellow
it tells
ones
you how many
are
pictures you have
They're
left.
green now, I think most of them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like my
Black.
girlfriend, she does it all the time where she'll get them and then like
yeah.
like that's like kind of the I don't know why. It's funny, like everything. Oh, geez, that flash got me. But everything is so cyclical. It's so weird. Like I feel like Polaroids are coming back. I think people are all into what's the music? Like a
Turntables?
Oh,
A record?
a record
Record-
player. Like
yeah,
record
yeah,
players are
yeah.
huge right now. But you know what's gonna be huge? Our pockets when we're making all of that money at the craps table. All right.
All right. All right. What's your casino game? We'll start with that then.
So what I'm really looking forward to in the casino is playing craps. Just all 9 of us. Most of us
Do
don't
you
even
know how
know
to play
what
craps?
we're doing. I know
Christian
how to play
does.
craps.
Christian does.
Cedis knows I know how to play craps.
But I
Ikeda?
would need a refresher from the last trip that we did. Craps is
Yeah.
so much fun, dude. Because
but
it's
like,
Alright.
so
it's
you hold on.
community fun.
You guys have all seen what the craps table looks like. There's 9 of us going. 9 of us playing. We're taking up the whole craps table. So if you're
Tables,
telling
yeah.
me we can all gamble on one table, no one else coming in, win or lose, that's a great time, right?
Well,
Right.
how much am I losing?
winner more than loser.
No, like I said in the group chat the other day, I'm feeling very lucky.
I-
Very
I-
lucky.
I set aside some cash, not too much, but
I haven't set aside.
I'm
any.
willing to lose that much, and that's why
You
I
have
saved
to
it.
be-
I saved it
You
for
have
that
to be
reason.
willing to lose. Yeah. The money you take, you already lost it as soon as you step foot on the cruise.
If they have a
Right.
sports betting on the cruise, that would be super nice too.
I
They're not gonna
don't
have sports
bet.
betting on the cruise.
No one said you did. We said that we all
Oh.
would if there was one on the cruise, which that'd be crazy. And the when we're in the Bahamas, the championship games are going on.
Yeah, that'd be super fun.
That'd be
Championship?
crazy.
I
what's
just
the
give you
AFC, NFC?
suggestions.
Oh, okay.
I'm very
Oh.
good at suggestions. Just like I told you, the Bengals were gonna win. The Bengals
Oh yeah, just like
won.
you said, the Bills were gonna get further than the Chiefs, huh?
Yeah. So I give suggestions.
So you're 0-1 this year,
He's already 0-1, baby.
0-2 lifetime with
0-2
against those
lifetime.
CDs.
Yeah,
Yes.
0-2 lifetime. But I want to continue with this bachelor party. I feel like we're getting into the nitty gritty.
Nitty gritty.
Do you have anything to share?
Oh yeah.
No, I got nothing to share. I mean,
This guy.
I
I wanna know if One Sip Mike, you're looking a little mischievous right now. I can tell. You
I'm-
got anything
like,
planned?
no, I don't have nothing planned.
Don't divulge any of the information.
I'm not a big planner.
Good. I don't like surprises.
I just like to go in it. I know we're gonna have a good time. I'm just a little nervous with. Just want everyone to make it back on the boat. And if I'm responsible for that, that's gonna be a problem.
Well, no. You
I
guys
do
are
say-
solely
I
So
said-
Cities, tell us your bright idea.
Yeah,
The
no,
bright-
but
I
the three
can't-
of us, we were talking about this together. I think we
Oh.
should, yeah. Jake was we were discussing, plans and what we should do, and Jake came up with the idea is we should have, every morning we all meet up and we pick like straws or something, and whoever gets the shortest straw has to remain responsible. They can still
they can
drink, they can
drink,
still
they
get
can drink.
drunk,
responsibly
but you
drunk.
have to be responsible of all other 8 people getting back on that boat.
Listen,
I'm
and
gonna
it's
have
not
to
in
pee
it's
on
not in the sense that we're all gonna be freaking destroyed, that none of us even know which direction we're going. It's more in the sense of like keeping track of time, knowing we have to get back or go wherever the case is to get back to the cruise.
I
You know what I
completely
mean?
disagree. It is, we're going to be blasted, and it's going to be hard to wrangle 8 blasted people. Let's be completely honest.
Oh, of
Have you ever had to deal
course.
with one drunk friend?
Yeah.
You know how
Each of
annoying
you.
that is?
Imagine taking care of one drunk Mikey. That's like 8 people right there.
Yeah, you need 8 bodies.
Talking
for
about
that at
one
least.
drunk Mikey, I'm going to move off the bachelor party, and I'm going to talk about the time that I walked all of Tampa to find Mikey in his apartment, and I almost got lost for the rest of my life.
Where was
So-
this at?
Gasparilla weekend.
So upcoming this weekend is
in
Gasparilla
honor.
weekend. In honor of
Ah.
Gasparilla weekend.
It had just passed. Gasparilla just passed.
It was last week. I thought it was this week. Oh, yeah.
It's this week, but it's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
last.
when the podcast comes out. That's a little behind the
Mhm.
scenes for you guys. We record a month in advance or a week in advance. So
On Thirsty Thursday, and we post on Thirsty Thursday.
hey,
So
Always.
hey,
can I get a sip for Thirsty
Thursday-
Thursday, guys? Can I get a sip for
One
Thirsty
here,
Thursday?
Here,
Podcast.
thirsty Thursday.
Here. Cheers to Thirsty Thursday. In honor of Gasparilla happening last weekend, it's Mikey. I don't know if you want to give a little intro on what Gasparilla is. You were a Tampa native for like 2 years, so can you give us an intro on Gasparilla?
Gasparilla is like, I guess Tampa's like Mardi Gras for New Orleans, but in like a smaller fashion. It's a pirate festival, so everyone's like dressed like pirate theme. They throw beads, and it's on Bayshore. And then like it's like day drinking. Right when you wake up, your breakfast is drinking. Like mimosas, maybe, but you're going liquor right away. Like
Mimosas,
it's
baby.
no
Mimosas.
no joking around early.
I need to
and then
go
like
there.
towards the night is like the after parties. You either go to a bar or like a friend's house, and they have like a little getty, a little party.
So I was visiting Tampa from Gainesville, where I went to school, obviously, as was
I was
Jake
also
from
there.
Tallahassee. Jake was there. I did not know that until I showed up at Mikey's residence, but that's a little spoiler alert. So, and I was at someone's apartment who I'd never met before. So I felt awkward asking, like, yo, can I get a charge or whatever? So I woke up and we were already pounding beers at like 11 right when we're driving out. And I look at my phone and it says 15%. And I was like, oh no. So I immediately put my phone on, like low power mode, put it in my pocket. I'm like staring at it. It's like going down to 14%. It's like, and right now is when we're like watching the parade, whatever. And everyone's like kind of doing their own thing. So the group I was in, we were going to like 3 different parties. All of them were kind of lame. And I like a light bulb. I was like, oh my God, Mikey's in Tampa. Let me call Mikey. So I call Mikey. I'm like, Mikey, send me your address and I'll let you know how far I am. My phone's probably gonna die, so I'm gonna need you to be downstairs by the time I get there. Mike goes, for sure.
Yeah.
And he like texts me his like address. So when I call him again, I'm like, Mikey, I'll be there in 20 minutes. And somehow,
Wait. So he's saying he'll be there in 20 minutes. I'm looking at like the parade. So this is about like 5:30.
yes,
So think about, you've already been drinking since you're already awake.
it's
So you're
8 o'clock in the
probably, like-
morning.
So you're already like, everyone's feeling good. Everybody.
So, and I'm like, Mikey, I'm gonna be there in 20 minutes, but I don't know why I hung up the call. I memorized the directions, and right there, my phone died. And right when I did it, I was like, Mikey misheard me, because it was 5:20, and I was gonna get there at 5:30, and I was like, bro, Mikey heard that I was gonna get there at 5:20, not that I'm gonna get there in 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get there, and he's not gonna be there. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm walking. I had a 20-minute walk, so it was like 3 miles or something. No, it was 2.5 miles. It wasn't 20 minutes. It was like 35 minutes.
It wasn't too bad because I lived on the river walk, so it was like an easy, nice walk.
So I start walking, and as I'm walking, I see one of the floats passing me by, and I go, "Yo, guys, can I get a ride?" And they go, "Yeah, sure, hop on." So I hopped on the back of one of the floats, did that for like half a mile. Then they were turning right when I had to go left, so I got off and I start walking, and I get to Mikey's front door, and I don't see Mikey, and I'm like, "It's all over, bro." I was like, "I don't have a phone. I have no idea where I am. I don't even know how to call the people who are my ride tomorrow for how I'm gonna get back to Gainesville, where my house is."
Time out.
So
You have an issue with not charging your stuff.
No. You have an issue with leaving your friends at bars.
That's
Both
a
of you.
conversation for
Both
another
of
time.
you guys, you too, Jake.
I come back.
So does Christian, to be fair.
I came
Hey,
back. I
listen,
came back.
I find my boys. That's all I know.
That's true. So
Let me
whatever.
continue.
I'm in front
Wait.
of Mikey's
Hold on,
house.
hold on.
Here,
Let me-
Mikey,
let
yeah,
me
give me
go-
your side. Give me your side.
Let
Now.
me go to your side. So he says like the time, and I remember I told myself, I said, let me go a little earlier, and then if he's not there, I'll go 5 minutes after. So I went down earlier, and I'm already like lit, and when Mikey's lit, his like missions are gonna be accomplished. So
Oh, I
I'm
love that.
pacing
I love
back
the
and
third
forth.
person right now.
God, thank God.
I'm pacing back and forth, and I'm like, shit. Like, I try to look down because you can see like the river walk. I don't see shit. I was like, whatever. I'll go back up, have a couple sips of my drink, and then go back down like in 5 minutes. So continue.
So I'm there waiting, like literally pacing in front, and I'm like, bro, Mikey misheard the time. Mikey misheard the time. He's not even gonna come back down. So at that point, my legit like idea was, I'm just gonna fall asleep in front of this bench, and whenever they come down, like if they're gonna go out to like dinner or something, they'll see me, and then that's how I'll get in. So I'm like starting to pace, and that's right when I see Mikey like open the door and be like, "Where the fuck have you been?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like I've never felt relief. Actually, I felt it one time when Jay came back in the bar. That was a good time too, because I like these 2 times, I didn't know where I was. I'd never been to Tampa, so I'm on like this river walk with no idea if someone's like, "Yo, where are you?" I'm like, I have no idea. I'm at this place, which they're not gonna have any idea. So seeing Mikey come
That's
down,
hilarious.
bro, I bet the only thing it could have been is like, you know, in war movies when they finally get air support and they all start cheering like crazy. That's what it was like for me when I saw Mikey, and I was like, this is like, they just saved my whole life.
Yeah, you have an issue with so you have a story of all 3 of us finding you at some point because you're the only one who gets lost like that or has a phone issue or whatever the case may be.
The time you left me, I had a legitimate phone issue that you guys knew of beforehand and still left the bar completely without even saying, "Yo, we're leaving."
The time I left you was not my fault. I got kicked out of the bar.
All right. Before you guys want to like bash him, whatever, I got Snapchat. I got the memory of it. He was in his Cuba jersey, and I'll never forget. You know when it's like when you're hammered and your boy is hammered, and it's just like a big old like.
It's a drunk happiness. It's a drunk happiness.
So that
The
was
relief, bro. I cannot explain to you guys the relief. Oh my God, I feel it right now. I still feel the moment.
That was like the craziest, great memory.
Mikey's got the memories of that, of finding you and all that. I'm sure like we all do. I had the vivid memory of finding you, and I'm sure Jake does too. But like I said, we'll talk about that another time. What I do want to talk about is what is our final scores, because I'm loving this beer even more. The Allagash White, it sat well with me. I'm getting spicier and spicier down the throat, and I want to bring it up to a 7.7. I really do like this beer.
So the post ranking is 7.7. That's pretty good.
7.7, yeah.
For
I
me-
also like this beer, but before I'm cutting you off. I like this beer before. It still tastes good, but like I said earlier, it definitely filling me up already. I'm gonna keep the same score because I already kind of anticipated that would happen.
Jake,
So
do
I'm
you
keeping it.
do you get this beer regularly though? I know you said you had it like a
No.
couple times.
No, I
Okay,
don't
you
really.
just tried it, but it's not like one of your beers to get
Yeah, it's not a frequent flyer on the Jake train.
on the Jake train.
Mm.
All right, on the juicy train.
I
Yeah.
want to get
It's
on
not
that
it's not a
train.
regular rider.
No homo.
For for me, I would definitely say that it's exactly the same. I mean, the beer is what the beer is. I could drink it, but I wouldn't ever choose. Like, if I was at a bar and I was on tap, I'd be like, "Yo, get me the Allagash." I don't think I would ever do that. I think I just drink it when I need to drink.
There you go.
No, for sure.
Jake and I love our cloudy Rose.
Oh, I forgot to do it again.
Cloudy Rose.
Your score should have gone down. That means it doesn't mean shit.
I can't believe I forgot
I
to do
for
it.
sure, I for sure agree with those CDs. I'm not ordering this shit at the bar. This is not worth whatever. $6. I don't know how much a beer costs
$8.
at the bar.
Come on.
$8. Oh, I'm not spending
No, 8 for
$8.
4. 8 for 4.
I'm not spending that on this, but I am surprised. It goes down pretty easy. It's not refreshing, hence it's fooling. What Jake said. This is why Jake doesn't like this beer because the ingredients. It's not a simple German style beer that has the 4 ingredients that Jake loves. Christian, I don't know where you get these spices because I feel at the end it's too dry for me. So I don't know where you're getting these spices, man. But
You gotta
I'm trying
feel
to
more
take
the
me
back
there.
of your
Can you,
throat,
like-
bro.
Can you like describe it for me? Like
Spicy.
it's like the 1% that's like in the tongue. Like,
On the tongue.
you know, yeah.
Yeah, where is it on the tongue?
Where is it on the tongue?
Is it-
All the way in the back. All the way back there. All the way back there. And I feel the cloud and the spices sitting in the back.
Well, there's nothing like a spicy podcast, and that's exactly what this has been. So thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been the One Sip Podcast.
Go follow our YouTube. Go like and subscribe. We have Spotify. We have TikTok. We have a Twitter. Go fucking follow it all.
Tell them.
Go.
All of it
Yeah.
at the One Sip Podcast. Like, subscribe, comment, please. Leave us a beer review. Leave us a beer suggestion. We'll get to it. Thank you guys.